Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And then next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. You click on that bell. And when you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. So yeah, don't forget to be awesome. And yeah, man, sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for September the 29th, 2021. Yes. My God, man. Awesome show tonight. Really great show, man. I love the Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy match, man. Freaking awesome. One of the best matches on the show, man. And of course, the TNT Championship match with Miro and Sammy Guevara. And of course, Sammy Guevara winning the TNT Championship. So his first championship in AEW. So congratulations to Sammy. And I can't wait to see, what's next for Sammy Guevara. We did find out what's next for Sammy Guevara. Bobby Fish called out Sammy Guevara, so Sammy Guevara challenged Bobby Fish to a match, TNT Championship match next week on Dynamite. So that should be really good, man. And yeah, man, just everything about the show, I just loved it, man. And it being in Rochester, New York, and of course, the hometown of the late great Mr. Brodie Lee, the greatest TNT champion of all time. So yeah, I just love the celebration for Mr. Brodie Lee. And this show, man, was dedicated to Mr. Brodie Lee. So yeah, man, really great show, man. Really great show tonight. Great celebration for Mr. Brodie Lee. And yeah, man, overall, just a awesome show, man. Just I loved everything about it, man. Really great show. And so yeah, man. So this is the AEW Dynamite review for September the 29th, 2021 on The Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, if you haven't done this already, man, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're watching The Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And then right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded because I am here each and every single week, man. Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, of course. Thursdays for Impact Wrestling. Fridays for AEW Rampage, and Saturdays and Sundays are for the pay-per-views, man, whether it's WWE pay-per-views, AEW pay-per-views, or Impact Wrestling pay-per-views. So I'm there. And so yeah, man. And yeah, so tonight's show, of course, we were live in Rochester, New York. So once again, hometown of the late great Mr. Brodie Lee. And so yeah, man, so the crowd, man, I love the crowd tonight, man. The crowd was freaking amazing, man. I love the crowd. We had a lot of Brodie Lee signs, man. I loved it, man. We had the crowd just chanting Brodie Lee all night. Brodie. And so, yeah, man, that arena, man, packed, man. They were packed with Brodie Lee signs, man. I loved it, man. Loved it. And so, yeah, so first off, man, we had CM Punk. He came out to commentary. So at first I thought he was coming to the ring to speak, but he went to commentary. So CM Punk was on commentary the entire night. And so, yeah, absolutely love Punk on commentary. Love him on commentary. And so yeah, man. So our first match of the night and it's one of my favorite matches on the show, was Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy, man. So yeah, man. So first off, Adam Cole, he came out first, and the crowd was singing along to his theme music, and they did the whole Adam Cole babies and the boom and all that stuff. Loved it, man. Freaking awesome. Crowd was loud, man, for both of these guys, for Jungle Boy and Adam Cole. Jungle Boy, of course, coming out to Tarzan Boy, and the crowd singing along to it. Really nice. And so yeah, man, both of these guys, man, they are freaking over, man. They are freaking over with the crowd, bro. Really over. And so yeah, man. So yeah, both of these guys, they're going back and forth. And then we had a springboard arm drag to Cole, and then the crowd going crazy for Jungle Boy. And yeah, Cole, he had knocked Jungle Boy off the top rope at one point, and he knocked him on the floor. And so Cole, he took control of the match at that point. And so Jungle Boy, he started fighting back with strikes and kicks and pump kicks and all that stuff. And so, yeah, we had a lariat to Cole, and then both of these guys were going back and forth with strikes. And so we had a brain buster to Adam Cole. And then at one point, we had Jungle Boy. He had a overhead belly-to-belly suplex to Cole in the corner, and he followed that up with a German suplex to Cole. And so, yeah, man, and we had a drop kick to Cole in the corner while Cole was in the Tree of Woe position. And so, yeah, so Cole hit a backstabber to Jungle Boy, and then Cole hit a patella drop or the Ushigoroshi, whatever you want to call it, to Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy kicks out. And so Adam Cole, as always, what he's good at, man, is talking trash, man. He was talking trash to Jungle Boy and all that stuff, pushing him in his face and all that. And so, yeah, so Jungle Boy ended up fighting back. He hit a Poison Rana or a Spike Rana to Cole. And so he hit Cole with a forearm to the back of the head. And so Cole had kicked out of that move. And then Jungle Boy, he had followed it up with a angle slam. It looked like an angle slam. So he hit an angle slam on Cole, and Cole kicks out. And so, yeah, we had a "This is awesome" chant. Of course it was, man. And so, yeah, man, Cole hit a super kick to Jungle Boy to knock him outside of the ring. And we had an over the top rope hurricanrana to Cole, man. He ran over the top rope. He jumped over the top rope, gave Cole a hurricanrana, and knocked Cole off of the ring apron, and he landed right on the floor, man. Really nice, man. And so, yeah, so Cole hit Jungle Boy with a super kick. And then, yeah, man, we had a Panama Sunrise. So one of Adam Cole's finishing move, the Panama Sunrise to Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy kicks out. And at that point, I was like, what? I was like, what? And so, yeah, man, I was shocked, man. I was shocked that he kicked out, man. Kicked out of the Panama Sunrise, man. Kicked out of the Panama Sunrise. And, thought that was it. So Cole can't believe it. I can't believe it. Everybody in the crowd can't believe it. And so, yeah, so Cole, he tried to hit the boom or the last shot to Jungle Boy, but he missed. And then Jungle Boy, he had locked in the snare trap, his submission move to Adam Cole, and then Cole fought out of it. And so, yeah, man, so at one point, the referee had gotten away. So I think, yeah, Adam Cole used the referee as a shield at one point, or he was covering the referee. And so from behind, when the referee's not even watching, Adam Cole, he had a low blow on Jungle Boy. So he low blowed Jungle Boy. And then to follow that up, Adam Cole, he had his finishing move, the boom or the last shot, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, he had the boom on Jungle Boy to win the match. So Adam Cole wins. And so, yeah, man. So, yeah, so right after the match, man, the Elite, they came out to the Elite theme song. And then we went to commercial break because they had something to say. And so, yeah, man, with this match, really awesome match, man. Great back and forth, very competitive, man. Both guys are great, man. Jungle Boy is great. Adam Cole is freaking awesome, man. I love both of these guys, man. Really do. This match could have main evented tonight's show. It could have main evented tonight's show. It could have main evented any show, bro. And yeah, man. And one day, both of these guys, Adam Cole and Jungle Boy, they will be competing for the World Championship. They will be competing for the AEW World Championship or any championship in AEW. They will be competing for a championship one day. And so, yeah, man. So, yeah, the Elite, they spoke, or the Super Elite, whatever you want to call them. And so Anderson, he grabbed the microphone. He started talking about each member of the Elite to be Elite. And he went down every single member of the Elite, bragging about the Elite. And so, yeah, man, so Cole, he had grabbed the microphone. He said that he told everybody that he was going to beat Jungle Boy. And he said he was going to do it by himself, and he did beat him by himself. And so, yeah, so Cole, he had said that he is Elite. And so we had CM Punk chants from the crowd. And then Michael Nakazawa, he grabbed the microphone. He wanted everybody to be quiet. And so, yeah, so they called Michael Nakazawa the greatest promo speaker of all time or something like that. And so, yeah, man. And then Omega started talking. And then Omega, he talked about his match with Bryan Danielson last week. That great match, man. That went to a draw. And so Omega, he said that Bryan, he could not get the job done. He could not get the job done. Even though it was a great match and everything, you still cannot get the job done. And so your record is 0-0. You have no wins. You have no wins. You haven't beaten anybody yet. And so yeah, so Omega then said, he said that, it's not gonna be a rematch. It's not gonna be a rematch between me or you. Never gonna happen. And so yeah, man. So Bryan Danielson, he came out to the ring, and so Bryan, he had asked the crowd, do you want to see a rematch between me and Kenny Omega? And so the crowd started chanting yes, yes, yes. And so Bryan, he said that Omega, I don't know about Omega. He doesn't have enough balls to give me a rematch. He don't have enough balls, and so the crowd started chanting no balls to Kenny Omega and all that stuff. And so Daniel Bryan, he had introduced Kenny Omega as Kenny No Balls Omega. And so yeah, so the crowd started chanting Kenny No Balls, Kenny No Balls. And so yeah, so CM Punk on commentary, man, he said that he said, yeah, that's gonna be a t-shirt. He said that's a t-shirt, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. That will be a t-shirt. I wouldn't put it past these people. It would be a t-shirt. But yeah, man. So Bryan, he had challenged any member of the Elite on Rampage. And so yeah, so Omega, he said, why wait to Rampage? We could do this right now. And so Bryan, he agreed. And so Bryan, he had said that I didn't come alone. I did not come alone. And so he sent out some reinforcements. And so those reinforcements were Jurassic Express, Frankie Kazarian, and Christian Cage. So they came out, stood alone. They stood side by side with Bryan Danielson. And so yeah, man. And so Omega, he was like, man, let's get the hell out of here, man. So they got out of there. The Elite got out of there. And that was it, man. That was it with that, man. So yeah, we did find out who's gonna fight Bryan at Rampage, and it was Nick Jackson. And so yeah, man. So that was it with that, man. And so yeah, man. Really, really great stuff, man. Really great stuff. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Tony Schiavone. He introduced the Lucha Bros. Introduced the Lucha Bros, who are the AEW World Tag Team Champions and the AAA Tag Team Champions. And so yeah, so he tried to interview them at least, Pentagon and Rey Fenix. And so Andrade El Idolo, he interrupted the interview and all that stuff, and he asked, "Where's Pac? Why Pac is not here?" And so yeah, man. And yeah, of course they had the AAA Tag Team titles with them. The Lucha Bros did, so they're double champs. And so yeah, man. So Andrade, he said that he's gonna find some guys to take those titles off of them, the tag team titles off of them. And so yeah, so that was pretty much it. Who has he found? I don't know. I don't know who he's found, but yeah, man, should be a really great match for those tag team titles one day. And so yeah, man, so that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, man, we had a tag team match, and it was Dante Martin and Matt Sydal versus Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson, with Arn Anderson and Brandi Rhodes in their corner. So yeah, man. So first off, man, Arn Anderson, he was pissed off at Cody Rhodes. Like they had a strategy, they had a game plan in the beginning of the match, a game plan before the match even started. And Arn Anderson, he wanted Lee Johnson to start the match, but Cody Rhodes, he started the match instead. So that pissed Arn Anderson off. That pissed him off. And so yeah, so the crowd started booing Cody Rhodes and chanting "You suck" to Cody and all that stuff. And so Lee Johnson and Dante Martin, they were going back and forth in the ring. Really great stuff, man, between those two. And so yeah, and then both teams went right after each other. And then yeah, during the commercial break, man, I don't know why they showed this during the commercial break. They should have kept this on the air. But during the commercial break, man, we had all these guys. They were flying over the top rope, man, outside the ring. Dante Martin, he had a super tope con hero, man. He ran and he jumped on the top rope. Jumped on the top rope and hit a tope con hero, a swanton bomb on Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson, man. That was really great stuff, man. And so yeah, man. So Dante and Sydal, they took control of the match, and then we had a hot tag to Cody, and the crowd started booing for Cody Rhodes, and then we had a power slam to Dante from Cody, and then Dante hit like a elevated head scissors to Cody. I'm telling you, man, this guy got some hops, man. Dante Martin, bro. Really got some hops, bro. Really do. And so yeah, man. So Cody hit a vertebreaker. He hit a vertebreaker to Dante, and he kicks out. So that's a rare move, man. You don't see the vertebreaker a lot, man. But he hit the vertebreaker on Dante, And so we had a missile drop kick, man. A missile drop kick from Dante Martin to Cody Rhodes. Once again, man, this guy got some hops. Got some hops, bro. And so yeah, man, we had a double springboard moonsault to Cody from Dante, and then Lee Johnson, he dragged Cody to his corner and he tagged himself in. And so Lee Johnson took out Matt Sydal. And so we had a super kick to Dante from Lee. And then to end the match, man, we had Lee Johnson hit a pump handle neck breaker to Dante Martin to win the match. So Lee Johnson and Cody Rhodes wins the match. So that was it, man. Really great match, man. Great match, bro. Dante Martin, man. Dante Martin, really great wrestler, man. Very agile, bro. Very agile. And so yeah, man. He's right now, man. He is shining right now. He is shining on his own right now. Without his brother, because his brother is hurt. So he's waiting for his brother to come back. But man, being on his own, bro, has been better off for him, man. His brother's gonna come back and they're gonna be fine after those tag team titles, man. But yeah, man, really great stuff from those guys. And so yeah, man. So right after the match, Tony Schiavone, he interviews the Nightmare Family, and Cody Rhodes, he grabbed the microphone, he spoke, and he called out Malachi Black, and then Arn Anderson told him to shut his mouth, like please Cody, shut your mouth. And so yeah, man, like stop talking, bro, like stop talking. And so Arn, he was sick and tired of Cody, like his attitude lately, calling out Malachi Black and all that stuff, and and he told Cody like, hey, you should have finished the fight. Like, yeah, I fell down and all that stuff, but you should have finished the match. Like, don't check on me. Like, dude, you have a match. You in the middle of the match and you coming in to check on me. Like, dude, finish your match. Don't check on me. Focus on your opponent. And you failed. You didn't focus on your opponent. And so yeah, man. So Arn Anderson, he told Cody, how dangerous Aleister Black is, or Malachi Black is. He told him how dangerous Malachi Black is and who he went through to get to Cody. Like, he went through Arn Anderson to get to him. He beat Lee Johnson. He beat his son, Arn Anderson, or his son, Brock Anderson. And yeah. And so yeah, so Arn, he trying to talk some sense into Cody Rhodes and all that stuff. And so yeah, so Arn, he said that, man, it feels like I'm coaching a loser. I feel like I'm coaching a loser, man. So he basically called Cody a loser. And so yeah, man. And then during this, man, we had Arn Anderson, man. He came up with one of the best lines, man. He said that Cody Rhodes, if somebody would have robbed you of your car, if somebody would have opened your door and told you to get out of the car, you'll get out. You'll get out and you'll say, here, take it. I don't want no problems. But me, if somebody try to carjack me, I'll pull out my Glock and I'll shoot that freaking head off. So yeah, that dude, Arn Anderson, came off like a badass, man. He really did. Really great stuff, man, from Arn Anderson. So the crowd was cheering for Arn Anderson, bro. Cody, of course, was getting booed. Cody needed to hear that, bro. He really did. Like, dude, he needed to hear that. He really did. Like, his attitude of late, man, not listening, not focusing on his opponent and all that stuff, being soft. Yeah, Cody needed to hear that. He needed to hear that, bro. So yeah, man, freaking awesome, man, from Arn Anderson, laying it in on Cody, and I loved every single second of it, bro. Really did. And so yeah, man. So that was it with that. So yeah, so right after that, man, we had the trios match, man. We had the trios match, and it was Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin with Sting in their corner versus Bear Country, Bear Bronson, and Bear Boulder. And also on their team is Anthony Greene, so the former Austin Gray, or the former August Gray from NXT. So yeah, man. Yeah, I could not take notes in this match. I really didn't. I couldn't take any notes in this match. I only got a few things written down, man. So yeah, both of these teams, they went right after each other. Like, I don't know how anybody could take notes in this, but yeah, man. So yeah, they went right after each other. The babyfaces, they took control of the match. We had a German suplex to one of the Bear Country guys from Kingston. And then we had an over-the-top rope coffin drop to Bear Country outside of the ring. So that was nice, man, from Darby Allin. And so yeah, man. And then Kingston. So yeah, Kingston and Moxley, they blocked the double cross body. So Anthony Greene, he tried to go for like a double cross body, but Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley, they no-sold it. And so yeah, and so Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, they hit their tag team finishing move. They call it the Violent Crown to Anthony Greene to win the match. So Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin wins the match. And so right after the match, man, we had Sting. He gave Anthony Greene a Scorpion Death Drop So that was pretty much it, man. Pretty much it with that. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I mentioned this last week, man. We see a lot of trios match. We see a lot of trios matches, man. When are they gonna bring in those trios titles, man? Bring in the trios titles, man. The competition, or the competition that we could see for those trios titles, man. Oh my God, bro. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that Super Click? You could put any member of the Pinnacle, any member of the Inner Circle, even one of these three guys, Moxley, Kingston, or anybody of their choosing. You know, everybody, bro. Everybody that wants to go after trios titles, they can do that. You know, 2.0 and Danny Garcia, they can go after the trios titles too. Anybody, bro. Anybody. Anybody you want to go after those trios titles, you can do it. They need to go ahead and introduce those trios titles, man. Just go ahead and introduce them already. I think everybody is waiting for it. Been talking about it for a long time. Been talking about it for a long time, and I'm just ready for them to unveil it. But yeah, man. So that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, man, we had Ruby Soho. She had a vignette, and she basically said that she wants a rematch with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, for the AEW Women's Championship because Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter and Rebel got involved in that last match they were in, and so that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had a 16-man tag team match. So yeah, this was oh my gosh, man. Oh, 16 man. I talked about not being able to take notes in that trios match, man. I could not take notes in this match. Could not take notes in this match, but yeah, man, this match right here was for Brodie, man. It was for Brodie. It was all about Brodie Lee. And so yeah, man. So we had the Hardy family office. So that's Matt Hardy, Private Party, the Butcher and the Blade, and TH2, and Adrian. I forgot his last name, but his name was Adrian. And versus Orange Cassidy in the Dark Order with -1 or Brodie Lee Jr. in their corner. And so yeah, man. So yeah, so first off, man, Matt Hardy, he talked about, last year in 2020, he was supposed to debut in Rochester, New York. And, and the Rochester crowd doesn't deserve Matt Hardy and all that stuff. And so yeah, man, so that was it. And so yeah, we had a huge pop for Brodie Lee. We had a huge pop for Brodie Lee. And so yeah, man, huge pop for Dark Order rather. Huge pop for Dark Order with the Brodie Lee chants. So yeah, man. And then Evil Uno, when they were starting the match, Evil Uno, he was arguing with Alex Reynolds and all that stuff. He was arguing with him. And so yeah, man. So the HFO, they took advantage of the match. And so yeah, we had a thank you Brodie chant from the crowd. So I absolutely love the crowd reaction, man. And so yeah, man. So the faces, they took control of the match. And then everybody, they were fighting outside the ring. And then Uno and Reynolds, they were going back and forth. And then TH2, they knocked Reynolds into Uno. And so that caused Evil Uno, he almost left the match. But we had -1. We had Amanda Huber, who is Brodie Lee's wife. Anna Jay and Ty Conti, they came out to try to talk some sense into Evil Uno. Like telling them, hey, like don't lead the match. We doing this for Brodie. Like do this match for Brodie. Brodie, he wouldn't want this. And so this is the best part in the match, man. We had -1, bro. We had -1. He had the roll of paper. He had the roll of papers, and he smacked Evil Uno upside the head with the roll of papers, the same way Brodie Lee did on being the elite to Evil Uno. So that was really, really cool, man. Like father, like son, bro. Like father, like son. And the crowd, they popped for that. They went crazy for that. Oh my god, man, that was freaking awesome, dude. Brodie Lee Jr. smacking Evil Uno with those papers, bro. Really cool. And so yeah, man. And so yeah, that fired up the Dark Order, and they took out the Hardy family office. They destroyed them. John Silver was running around he was running around everywhere. Like, dude, they were hitting nothing but moves. Like I couldn't even keep track of it. They destroyed the Hardy family office. And so to end the match, man, we had the fatality. The fatality to Adrian from Uno and Grayson to win the match. So the Dark Order and Orange Cassidy wins the match. And so yeah, right after the match, man, the Dark Order, they hugged each other. And they, of course, they dedicated their win to Mr. Brodie Lee. And so yeah, man, such a feel good moment, man. Feel good moment, bro. Feel good moment. And once again, man, this match was all about Brodie Lee. It was for Brodie. This whole entire show was for Brodie. So yeah, man. And just like what I said before, man, I could not keep notes in this match. I could not take notes in this match. And so yeah, man. So that was pretty much it with that, bro. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had Lio Rush. yeah, Lio Rush. So Lio Rush made his return to, well, he's making his debut for AEW Dynamite. And so yeah, man. So Lio Rush, he announced that he's coming to AEW Dynamite, and that Tony Khan wants him in AEW Dynamite. So yeah, and he talks about him being a businessman. Lio Rush is a businessman. So yeah, man, he's coming to AEW, and yeah, welcome to AEW, Lio Rush. Welcome to AEW. I could definitely see Lio Rush going after that TNT championship. T- Lio Rush versus Sammy Guevara, man, for a TNT championship. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, Lio Rush is all elite. He is all elite. The last time we did see Lio Rush, he was in that. I forgot what pay per view it was. It maybe was Double or Nothing. I think it was Double or Nothing. He was in the Casino Battle Royale and he came out as the Joker. And he got eliminated. He didn't win. He got eliminated. And so yeah, we never seen him. We never seen him after that. And yeah, he said he was retired and all that stuff. And so he ended up coming back. But yeah, Lio Rush is back. And yeah, man, and I could definitely see him going after the TNT Championship, probably one of the next contenders. So yeah, man. So yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, man, we had FTR. That's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler with Tully Blanchard in their corner, and so they're talking about, they're refocused, they're rejuvenated, and everybody in the tag team division, they better watch out. They better watch out because FTR is coming after everybody. They're coming after the tag team titles. So yeah, man, would love to see them go after the tag team titles. Or yep, the trios titles. When they introduce the trios titles, I could see FTR and Shawn Spears teaming up to go after those trios titles. Or they could have both titles. They could have the AEW World Tag Team titles and the trios titles. They can go either way, man. They can go either way. But yeah, if they don't go after the tag team titles or if they don't win the tag team titles again, I could definitely see them buy after those trios titles with Shawn Spears. And so yeah, man. So yeah, that was pretty much it with that, man. And so yeah, man. Right after that, man, we had the men of the year, that Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page with Dan Lambert in their corner. So yeah, they were talking. They came out to the ring. They were talking. Lambert, he was talking about Chris Jericho, and he said that Jericho would never wrestle again after that. After what that disaster of last week, man. We had the America's Top Team taking out Jericho and Hager. That was awful, man. So yeah, they took out Jericho and all that stuff, and he said that Jericho would never wrestle again or sing for Fozzy again. And so yeah, man, the crowd started chanting, "Shut the f up, shut the f up," and all that stuff. And so Sky, he talked about his beginning in AEW. And he talked about being overlooked and all that stuff by everybody in AEW, and that nobody was paying attention to him. But Dan Lambert was the one that paid attention to him. And Ethan Page said the same thing. Dan Lambert paid attention to him. And, both of these guys basically talking about being overlooked in general. They talked about being overlooked in AEW. And so, yeah, so Page, he had said that the men of the year in America's Top Team is a top team in AEW. And so, yeah, that was pretty much it with that. And so, yeah, so right after that, man, we had a vignette from Hikaru Shida. She spoke, and she's on her 50th win. So she's coming to get her 50th win in AEW. And so Hikaru Shida, the only way she can get her 50th win is going through Serena Deeb. So Serena Deeb, we haven't seen her in a while, man. So she's recovering from an injury. And so, yeah, so she's cleared, man. She's cleared. So it's going to be next week. It's going to be Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb on the anniversary show on AEW Dynamite. So, yeah, man. And if Shida could beat Serena Deeb, she'll have a 50th win. And so, yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, man, we had the Bunny and Penelope Ford with Ty Conti, and Anna Jay. So they calling themselves Ty J. And so, yeah, man, so both teams, they were going after each other. And the heels had to control the match during a commercial break, picture-in-picture, of course. And then both teams were going back and forth. And then we had a Ty KO to the Bunny outside the ring from Conti. And then to end the match, man, we had a Queen Slayer to Ford from Anna Jay to win the match. So Anna Jay and Ty Conti wins the match. And so right after the match, we had Brodie Lee Jr., our -1. He came out and he hugged Ty Conti and Anna Jay. So that was pretty much it with that, man. And so, yeah, man. So I'm guessing that's the end of the feud with the Hardy Family Office and, Ty Conti and Anna Jay, I'm guessing. But, yeah, after a win like that, man, that's it, man. That's it. But, yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. And so right after that, man, we had MJF and Wardlow. So MJF with the Wardlow, so Wardlow came out with MJF, and so MJF came out to his music and he said, "This was funny, man. This is funny right here." MJF had said that cut my music. He kept saying cut my music, cut my music, cut my music. And then Tony Schiavone on commentary, man, this is funny. He was like, "Go to hell, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell," like mocking him. Yeah, dude, that was funny, man. Yeah, man. And so yeah, so MJF, he said that he went through all the guys that he beaten and all that stuff. He talked about all the guys that he beaten, and so yeah, MJF, he talked about he said without the company, without him being in AEW is nothing. Is nothing without him. And so yeah, so MJF, he said that he deserves the AEW World Championship. And so yeah, so crowd started chanting CM Punk, and then MJF, he was like whatever. And so yeah, so MJF, he had threatened Tony Khan. He had threatened Tony Khan that if he doesn't get what he deserves, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave and go somewhere else. And so he mentioned Bruce Pritchard, and so he said he has Bruce Pritchard on speed dial. He has Bruce Pritchard on speed dial. So basically saying if he leaves, he'll go to WWE because Bruce Pritchard, he works for WWE. He's Vince McMahon right hand man. So yeah, man. So yeah, once he mentioned Bruce Pritchard, I did not expect it. MJF to name drop Bruce Pritchard, a guy from WWE on AEW TV. And so yeah, when Bruce Pritchard's name got mentioned on Dynamite, the crowd booed. They booed. They booed the hell out of this guy. And so yeah, so Darby Allin, he came out to the ring. And so MJF, he had claimed that Darby Allin was jealous of MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And so MJF, he had told Darby Allin like, "Hey man, it's okay to be number two. They had a lot of guys in their career who are great as number two. You're number two, and I'm number one." And he compared himself to Michael Jordan and Babe Ruth and all that stuff. And so yeah, man, Darby Allin, he says that he's AEW. I'm AEW till death, until death do me part, and all that stuff. And so Darby, he has said that he asked MJF like, "Hey man, how can you be number one when I'm the one that won a championship between us two? I'm the only one that win a championship between us two." And so yeah, ouch, man. Yeah, that burn right there, man. So yeah, so MJF, he went to the he took it too far, man. He had told Darby Allin, he talked about his story with his uncle and all that stuff. His uncle, drunk driving while Darby was with him and all that stuff, and then they got in an accident and his uncle died. And so yeah, so MJF, he had said that the wrong person died, and he basically told him like, "Hey, it should have been you," and all that stuff. And I was like, "Oh man, that was tasteless, man." And so yeah, so the crowd started chanting "ass" to MJF, ass. And so yeah, man. And so MJF, he dared. He's like, "Man, what are you gonna do, Darby? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me, Darby? What you gonna do? You gonna hit me?" And so he wanted Darby Allin to punch him in his face. And so Darby, he said that I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna hit you because you don't break me mentally. You don't break me mentally. And so yeah, so MJF and Wardlow, man, they did something I did not expect them to do. Walk away. They walked away from Darby Allin. And so yeah, so that was pretty much it with that, man. That was pretty much it with that. Oh my God, MJF, man. I I don't know how he got the okay to say that, man. Maybe Darby allowed it, but yeah, man. Wow, man. MJF, man, he is a great heel, man. He is a great heel, man. But yeah, before we get into the main event, let's talk about next week's show, man. Let's talk about next week's show. So yeah, man, for next week's show, we have. So yeah, of course it's gonna be a triple threat match from the women's division. It's gonna be Jade Cargill with Smart Mark Sterling in her corner versus Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero in her corner versus Thunder Rosa. So it's a triple threat match next week. I mean, not next week, on Friday. This coming Friday on AEW Rampage. And also we have Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans with Matt Hardy in his corner in a hair versus hair match. So that's on Friday. So yeah, Jack Evans is getting his head shaved bald. Jack Evans is getting his head shaved bald. I cannot see Orange Cassidy bald. But yeah, man. And also for next week's show, so yeah, this time it's next week's show. So we have the anniversary show for AEW Dynamite. So the anniversary show. And yeah, man, it's gonna be Bryan Danielson. It's gonna be the Elite first. It's gonna be the Elite Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion, and the AAA Mega Heavyweight Champion, Adam Cole, baby. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson with Don Callis in their corner versus Bryan Danielson, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage, who is the Impact World Champion. So yeah, that's next week on the anniversary show for AEW Dynamite. And also next week we have Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb. So yeah, this is Serena Deeb first match back. And also, man, we had the Casino ladder match, man. Oh man, we have a ladder match next week. We have a casino ladder match next week, and the winner will receive a world title match. So who's in the ladder match? I don't know, but we have a ladder match, man, next week. So yeah, that should be really good, man. And also on AEW Rampage, I forgot to mention this. I did mention it earlier. We have Nick Jackson versus Bryan Danielson at Rampage this coming Friday. So yeah, man. So yep, so those are all the matches that are announced for right now. Those are all the matches that are announced. So now right after that, man, we had the main event, and it was for the TNT Championship. And it was Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara versus God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, Miro, who is the TNT champion. So yeah, man, really great match, man, really great match. So yeah, first off, man, Sammy, he tried going for the knee strike, but Miro, he had blocked it. And then Miro, he took out Sammy, and then Miro, he choked Sammy out with his own chain, and he broke the chain, and he threw it in the crowd. And so yeah, man, and then Sammy, he started fighting back. He threw himself into Miro, and these guys both fell out of the ring. And so Miro, he had caught Sammy off a shooting star press in midair, so that was really nice. And he caught him, hit him with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And so Miro, he had to control the match during a commercial break, picture in picture, of course. And we had a German suplex to Sammy. And then we had a standing Spanish fly to Miro. So that was picture perfect, man. Picture perfect. That Spanish fly was beautiful, man. Standing Spanish fly. We had a super kick to Miro, followed up by a Shining Wizard to Miro. And yeah, man. And then Sammy, he jumped over the ring post. He jumped over the ring post out. He jumped on the ring post inside of the ring and jumped over it onto the outside ground. And he dove on Miro. So that was really nice, man. And so yeah, man. So Miro hit a Uranage to Sammy, and he kicks out. And then Sammy, he started hitting corner knee strikes to Miro. And we had a diving cutter to Miro. And then Sammy tried to go for the GTH, but Miro is too heavy, so he couldn't hit the move. And so Miro hit the Machka kick to Sammy and kicks out. Sammy kicked out of the Machka kick. And so at that point, Sammy, Miro Hill's gone for the accolade or the game over submission move, but Sammy rolled out of the ring. And so yeah, man. So Miro, he started ripping off the turnbuckles. He started ripping off the turnbuckles at one point, and which cost him in the end. So yeah, man. So Fuego del Sol, man. We had Fuego del Sol. He tried getting involved in the match, tried to stop Miro from doing what he was doing, and so Miro took out Fuego del Sol. And so yeah, man. And then Sammy knocked Miro into the turnbuckle. He knocked him into the exposed turnbuckle, and then Sammy hit the Tornado DDT, so a finishing move of Fuego del Sol. So Sammy hit the Tornado DDT to Miro. And so Sammy hit the GTH on Miro, so he did ended up hitting the GTH on Miro. And to end the match, man, he followed it up with a 630 senton bomb to Miro to win the match. So Sammy Guevara wins the match and is the new TNT champion. And so yeah, man, great match, man. Really great match, bro. Really great match. Like, man, when I saw, like, I was shocked, man. I was absolutely shocked, man. When he beat Miro, I was like, oh my god. I did not expect him to win. I really didn't expect him to win. He made me believe that he wasn't gonna, like, he did make me believe that he was gonna win, based off the promos. But I did not. I thought he was gonna lose because most of these guys, they talk like they're gonna win the championship, man. But sometimes they ended up losing. But Sammy Guevara, man, did not expect him to win. He shocked the hell out of me, dude. He really did. And yeah, I knew he was gonna win the TNT championship, but not now. I didn't know he was gonna win it now, but yeah, I thought he was gonna win it later, but he won it now, man. He won it now, and I'm happy, man. Happy for Sammy Guevara. Really am. It was only a matter of time when he was gonna win that championship. But yeah, man, really, really good stuff, man. Sammy Guevara is the new TNT champion, and he deserved it, man. After all that hard work that he went through, he finally got it, man. Finally won a championship in AEW. And so yeah, man. Definitely he'll definitely be showing it off on Sammy's vlogs, man. Definitely be showing it off on Sammy's vlogs. And so yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see who he defended against. Who will his title feud be against? Me, the title feud is probably MJF. He'll probably be defending that championship against MJF because that's his arch nemesis, his nemesis MJF. Or it could be Darby Allin. It could be Darby Allin or anybody else, man. Or as I mentioned earlier, Lio Rush could be going after that title. But yeah, man, anybody, bro. You can say anybody after Sammy, but Sammy as champion, man, made the you know more people have more opportunities because nobody was beating Miro. I'm telling you, as TNT champion, nobody was beating Miro, and anybody in that roster, I did not see them beating Miro. The only person that I did see beat Miro was Jon Moxley. That was probably the only person that I saw that could have beat Miro. But with Sammy, man, there are a lot of guys that can go after him for that TNT championship. A lot of guys. And yeah, man. And when he won the championship, that was my question, man. Who is next, man? Who is going to be the first person to go after Sammy Guevara and for the TNT championship? And we found out. We found out at the end of the show, man. Right after the show went off the air, and we came back on the after show, and it was Bobby Fish. So yeah, so I did see the tweet that Bobby Fish had tweeted out, and so Tony Khan had liked it. Tony Khan had liked the tweet, and so I was like, oh man, yeah, we got Bobby Fish. So Bobby Fish will be in AEW for right now for a one-off. And so yeah, man. So yeah, and Sammy Guevara, he mentioned Bobby Fish. He saw the tweet that Bobby Fish had tweeted out, and he told Bobby Fish like, hey man, you don't even work here. You don't even work here, Bobby Fish. And so yeah, so and he accepted the match. Sammy Guevara did. He accepted the match, and he said it's gonna be next week. Next week it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me versus you, Bobby Fish. And so yeah, so Bobby Fish going through that forbidden door. I know he's in MLW, but man, oh man, oh man, that forbidden door storyline, man. I'm telling you, man. You not only do you have people coming in from New Japan and all these other places, but MLW, man. MLW. I believe that's where he's at. I believe that's where he's at in MLW. But yeah, man. Should be a really great match, man. Should be a really great match. But yeah, and oh yeah, also in that interview, Tony Schiavone had interviewed Sammy Guevara, and yeah, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page. They interrupted Sammy Guevara, so they could be next too after Bobby Fish. They could be next after Bobby Fish. So yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, Sammy Guevara, he has a lot of contenders that can go after him. With Miro, man, as champion, Miro had a great run as champion. I thought his reign was gonna be a little longer. But yeah, man. But yeah, there was nobody beating Miro. But with Sammy Guevara, man, there are a lot of guys that can go after that title. But yeah, man. So that was pretty much it with that, man. That was pretty much it with Dynamite, bro. That was it with Dynamite. Overall, awesome show, man. Love the show. Love the crowd. Love the way that they, did the celebration for Brodie Lee. I loved it. And yeah, man. TNT Championship match, Miro, Sammy Guevara winning the championship, all that stuff. And Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy, really great match. Oh my gosh, such a great show, man. Such a great show tonight. And yeah, and next week, man, I'm looking forward for next week, man. That ladder match and who's in that ladder match. That's what I want to know. Who's in that ladder match? Who's in that ladder match next week? And whoever wins that ladder match next week on the anniversary show for Dynamite will be contender for the world championship. Will be number one contender for the world championship. So yeah, man, we don't know who's in the ladder match, but we'll find out next week. So yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite for September the 29th, 2021 on D Ryan Awesome Show. And if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're new to D Ryan Awesome Show, if you're watching D Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here every single week, man. Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite, Thursdays for Impact Wrestling, Fridays for AEW Rampage, and Saturdays and Sundays are for the pay-per-views, man. WWE pay-per-views, AEW pay-per-views, and Impact Wrestling pay-per-views. So I'll see you guys on that. And I'm there. I'm there on those days, man. And yeah, man, follow me on Twitter, man. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man. Yeah, man. And yeah, I'll see you guys for Thursday, man. I'll see you guys on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. See you guys on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. And yeah, man. And yeah, if you missed my last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here in this corner. Video is going to be right up here in this corner. And the link to that video will be down below in the description. So you can click either up here or you can click down below in the link that's in the description, man. And so yeah, man. Oh yeah, also on the show, man. Also on AEW Dynamite. I thought we were gonna see Bray Wyatt tonight, but we didn't see Bray Wyatt tonight. Didn't see him. There were a lot of teases, man. There are a lot of teases from Bray Wyatt on Twitter saying you'll hear my reaction or something like that. He tweeted at Seth Rollins. But yeah, man. Yeah, maybe next time, man. They said it was reported that his contract wasn't up until October the 29th. That's what I heard. But yeah, man. Yeah, my hopes. I got my hopes up too high, man. If you guys watch my Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing, man, I said that Bray Wyatt he could be showing up on the AEW Dynamite. I was getting excited, but yeah, it didn't happen tonight. Didn't happen tonight. But yeah, man, maybe he'll show up at Full Gear, man. Maybe he'll show up at Full Gear. But yeah, man, I really wanted him to show up, man, so he can pay homage to his friend Brodie Lee. You know, because how Brodie Lee he was supposed to debut in Rochester, New York last year in March 2020, but the pandemic happened, so that couldn't happen. They couldn't have the show in Rochester because of the pandemic and all that stuff. But yeah, it would have been really cool if he would have showed up tonight, man. If his contract was up, he didn't have that no compete clause. If he would have showed up tonight, if he would have showed up tonight and a full packed crowd in Rochester, New York, man, the same way that Brodie Lee would have been, would have shown up in Rochester, New York. But yeah, man. Once again, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Thank you, and thank you. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And once again, I'll see you guys on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. And yeah, man, and that's that.